What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Grow, Live, Dream. I am your boy, LeVar Robinson, and this is my brother T. Hutton, the motivator, and we're excited to be talking to you guys today. What's happening, brother? How you doing?
To be here today myself, ready to talk about this new topic. Continuing on with where are you in the animal kingdom?
Are you,
man? First off, everybody, I apologize that we're running behind. That was on me. Had some personal stuff I had to get taken care of, but LeVar was willing to work with my schedule, get back on here and make sure we get this information out to you all. So those who are now able to listen in live, we appreciate you tuning in. And for everyone else, please go back and look at this video. It's going to be some great information for you. LeVar, tell them our topic and let's get rolling.
Know it. You already know it. Hold on real quick. We got to make sure we do a little house cleaning. Listen, guys, if you're on and you're watching, make sure that you're commenting, right? Engage with us. Make sure that you're sharing this link, liking, loving, right? Because we build this thing together. The knowledge that we bring to be able to inspire and to be able to change lives. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Where are you in the animal kingdom? Let's talk about the shark. Uh-oh, did you freeze up? Uh-oh, I think we might have another technical difficulty. Hold on. T. Hutton, can you hear me? Uh-oh, look like there you go. He coming back on. There you go. There you go.
Man, I'm like having some technical difficulties out here.
It's all good, man. Start us out, man. Let's get it.
Okay, well, today we're talking about sharks. Look, I don't know if you know, sharks have been around for a few million years. They're considered to be older than dinosaurs. So there are some sharks that are still alive that are actually older than the oldest dinosaurs. Man, it's over 150 million years old, the exact same species that has been here that long. So today we're talking about the alpha, the apex predator in the ocean, man, sharks. This isn't the whole week of Shark Week, but this is Shark Day. Are you excited about it, man?
Already.
So look, when we think about sharks, most people think about the movie Jaws, right? We've seen it. You know, I love that one phrase in Jaws, we're going to need a bigger boat. You know what I mean? So when we think about sharks, there's some things that we identify with sharks that really just kind of jumps off. First thing you think about when you think about sharks. I know most people, when they first hear sharks, they think about is going to be that man eater, that great white. That great white shark has a lot of characteristics about him, but one of the most important things I want to start off with talking about today is the fact that they say sharks never stand still. They don't sleep. So we're talking about if you're going to be a shark, you cannot stand still. You got to keep moving. LeVar, how many times in your life have you felt yourself slowing down and you realize, I can't stop right here?
Well, you know, that actually happens a lot in life, really. You know, things start piling up, things start happening, we start getting overwhelmed, and we think the thought process is, you know, we need to stop. Let us go ahead and just stop. When in all actuality, if you just continue moving and continue pushing through, you're going to push through some barriers that you never thought you'd ever push through before. So that's one of the things that I took away from that as well. Like, you got to keep moving. If you're somebody that understands you got to keep moving, go ahead and put keep moving in the chat, because at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. If you're looking to get to where you deserve to be, you got to keep moving, man. It just is what it is.
So the reason I wanted to start off with this fact about sharks is this. For anybody who's looking to start something new, anybody who's looking to reach a destination that they've been working on, it seems like they've been working on it for a while. Anybody looking for anything, you got to move.
You got to move.
Whether you're just starting out and you're coming out the blocks, if you want to start this race, even if you're starting this race late, you still got to get out the blocks. If you're in a track race, LeVar, right? Picture this, you're in the blocks and you're in the track meet and the gun fires and you didn't hear it. But next thing you know, you see everybody else running. Guess what you got to do?
You got to keep moving.
You got to start running. You got to start moving. If you're not moving already, start moving. If you've already been moving, keep moving. Because the only way to get to a destination, whether it's a goal line, a finish line, a dream, development, start a business, own something, build something, is to move.
Man, listen, I saw a race where they had to run 800 meters, right?
Yeah.
The gentleman came out, failed, right? Everybody's ahead of him. He failed. Now he had a choice at that particular point. He could have stayed down, right? He could have stayed there, not moved, got in his feelings, been like, oh man, like this is crazy. But something special happened. He got up and he began to run. But not only did he begin to run, he began to catch up to the pack. And not only did he catch up to the pack, he ended up winning the race. Let me say that again. A lot of us in our life right now have failed. A lot of us have failed, and we just decided that we're going to stay here and we're not going to move no more. And we're going to go ahead and sit here and wallow in our irritations, wallow in our failure instead of getting up and moving. We got to keep moving.
You know, I'm going to touch on what you just said, that falling and staying there. You know what I've come in contact with life coaching? Oftentimes when people fall down and the reason they stay there is they're looking for pity from the outside. It's not pity from within for yourself. It's pity from the outside world you're looking for. Because if I fell down, if I stay here long enough, they're going to be like, LeVar, are you hurt? Are you okay? Can I help you? Let me help you up.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you're in a race, like LeVar said, in a run for your life, if you're racing for something, look, if you fall down, if I'm running against you and we racing, don't look for me to stop. The only way I stop is you in front of me and you fall, and I got to go around you. I ain't stopping then. I allowed to hit you with a hurdle move, and you know, I might lose a half a step. But hey, this is a race. Like, stop looking for somebody to give you pity. Get back up and get back in the race. Life is a race. They call it the race of life. It's for a reason.
It is definitely the race of life. It's interesting. It's interesting when we're talking about this, right? Because we got so many people that are looking at life and expecting things not to happen, right? When they're expecting things to go smoothly, right? They're expecting to always feel like it. If you've been there, I want you to say been there in the chat. Some people sometimes they expect to always feel like it. But I'm gonna tell you, Ty goes to the person that keeps moving even when they don't feel like it. Ty goes to the person that keeps moving even when they don't feel like it. What'd you say?
I said, even when you don't feel like it. LeVar, how many times you say it? Get out your feelings.
You know, it's interesting because it's interesting when you talk about the fact that they say that a shark has to continue moving. Actually, if a shark stops moving, he'll die. Let's talk about that. If a shark stops moving, he'll die. That's like people that are running around here not going after their dreams. Right? We like calling them the walking dead.
Yeah.
Because they didn't stop going after, they didn't stop dreaming, they don't have no vision, they don't got no nothing. And they wonder why they feel a certain type of way every single day. Every single day they wake up, they're just uninspired. That's because they stopped dreaming. Their vision, they're outweigh their vision. What'd you say?
Hey, look, I had a conversation with some other speakers, man, some other motivators and stuff like that, man. And we were talking about it. And we say, you know what? It's amazing that everybody see all these TV shows and these movies talking about the Walking Dead, the zombie apocalypse. And most people don't understand that we living in that day and age right now. There's too many people walking around here dead. They stopped dreaming and died in their early 20s, their teenage years, their early 30s. They gave up on life. They stopped pursuing what made them feel like they were alive. So we walking around with zombies. You go to work and you sit beside zombies every day. They don't even remember driving into work, driving home, what they did while they was at work, because they're just moving around without a sense of purpose, a reason for living. They're just moving around.
You know, it's interesting. While I was doing my research on sharks, one of the things that I came across is they said that you're more likely to get struck by lightning than to get ate up by a shark. To get bitten by a shark. More likely.
I came across that same thing, man. That was crazy to me.
By lightning. I need you guys to hear this because a lot of people, this actually made me go multiple ways. It actually made me go multiple ways, T. Hutton. One of the ways it made me go is how so many people are waiting on somebody to give it to them. They're waiting on that perfect scenario. They're waiting on the lottery. Instead of putting in the action they need to go out and get to where they need to go. See, and how many people have you come across that it's for whatever reason, they're just not putting in the work. I don't know whether they're waiting on tomorrow. I don't know what it may be, but they just refuse to put in the work. It's like they want somebody to give it to them.
Unfortunately, there's so many people that are waiting for something to come to them. It's honestly saddening that people are waiting on things to come to them that don't just come to you. And it's interesting that you said that about the lightning, because I read the same thing. They said that, you're more than likely to get struck by lightning. I read another article that says that you're more likely to die from a champagne cork than a shark bite.
That is crazy.
A champagne cork?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
New Year's? Like, I'm trying to figure out when the champagne cork got that much velocity.
I mean, let's even look at it like this. So now that we looked at it on that side of it, let's look at it on this side, right? A lot of us don't do things for fear of things that may happen, right? It's this self-made limitation of what we believe is going to happen. Right. So many of us, when we think about sharks, we think about shark bites. Right. Yeah. we think about getting ate up. Right. We think about the old movies that used to come out, shark attacks and stuff like that. Right. Mm-hmm. But understand this. There's some things right now in your life that are stopping you from going to where you need to go right now. There's some things that you think are barriers that are not even barriers. They're invisible. They're invisible walk-through barriers because they won't stop you from nothing. They're only there and they look good as a barrier, but they're not really a barrier. You have made more substance in that barrier than anything. And all you have to do is just change that mindset, change the mindset and say, you know what? Now I'm not going to let that barrier hold me back. And that's when you realize that it wasn't even concrete. It was nothing about it that was real. It was self-made. And there's too many people that are running around here, T. Hutton, that are doing that all the time, creating this fear, creating a fear that are stopping them from going to where they deserve to be. What's up, Stanley Battle? How you doing there, brother? We appreciate you for sharing this, man. You already know that's my boy right there. He's absolutely amazing. What that guy is doing right now and the lives that he's changing right now is absolutely dope. But go ahead, T. Hutton.
LeVar, you remember growing up in Leesville, Louisiana, and they had Vernon Lake?
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend one time that we went out to the lake, and like we all went out to the lake together, as a group of us, and most of us got in the water, and he sat there on the shore, and we like, hey man, get in the water. And he's like, nah, bro, I can't get in the water. There's sharks in the water. And I was like, sharks in the water? Like, bro, this is a lake? But in his mind, the fear had already overridden his common sense that there's no sharks in the water. This is a lake. Mm-hmm. There's too many people that have already programmed themselves to think things are unrealistic. Like you have a fear of something that does not exist. Mm. It's just not possible. No matter how much you want to believe that it's a shark in this lake, there's no shark here. How much you want to believe that if you start a business that you're going to go bankrupt, that's not a guarantee. Be honest with you. Go ahead.
When we're thinking about fear, when we're thinking about that, I want to make sure I put this out here on the table. And I try to make sure that I bring this up, not every show, but as often as possible. We got to be careful with the people we allow around us. Because just like you'll go out into a garden and you'll take a seed and you'll plant that seed and you'll water that seed and it'll grow into something beautiful. The wrong person can plant the wrong seed in your brain. They can plant the wrong fear in your mind. And what'll happen is that seed will just grow. It'll continue growing until it just seems insurmountable. That seed is so big, that plant, that tree, that boulder now is so heavy that you can't see around it, right? And all because somebody who had no vision, somebody who wasn't doing anything for their own self, planted something in your head from their own fear. We're not even going to go there, but I want to make sure we understand that more times than not, fear don't always just come from, you know what? I just woke up and I was in fear of something. Sometimes fear comes from outside noises, people that are around you that they have no vision in life. They fear things like crazy. It's almost like people get mad at me, T. Hutton. Listen, People get mad at me when they come and tell me something and I Google it. You're not about to have me out here fearing that. You're not about to have me out here believing something that's not true.
Yeah.
All right, don't get mad at me. I gotta make sure that I'm moving the right way without those invisible barriers that you're gonna give me.
Look, so one of the other things that I learned about sharks that I did not know is that sharks have a litter, right? And sharks at embryos. This is what threw me off. As embryos.
Wait. This is deep. Yeah, at embryos.
As embryos, they start to fight each other. And they will continue to fight each other until the largest one has eaten all but one of the other siblings. And you talking about struggling. you talking about starting off at the bottom and struggling. Like when you think about that, if you're a shark and you've been struggling, you say, man, I've been struggling since day one. No, it's okay. Somebody's been struggling since day one.
Real struggle.
That's a real struggling. As an embryo, you have to start fighting for your life. It's some people right now that's been fighting for their life, and they've been like, I've been fighting for my life. It seems like forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes that's your story. That's your testimony.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't have the same story and testimony. LeVar, you've heard me before talk about, before I first started really getting into doing motivational speaking, one of the things I feared was the fact that my testimony wasn't as powerful as some of the other people I've come in contact with. But what you realize is everybody's testimony helps somebody.
Say that again, please.
Everybody's testimony helps somebody, because there's somebody else that may have started from where you started at, or somebody that may have started at a little bit above, a little bit below. It really doesn't matter. There's somebody that can use your testimony, because let's be honest, your testimony is not about you. It's not for you. That's what a lot of people get hung up in, is self. But when I go back to this shark and I tell you that you have to start somewhere, these sharks start as embryos fighting for their life.
They start.
When are you going to start fighting for your life?
So you just said something. You said, when are you going to start fighting for your life? I need everybody that's watching this to put now in the chat. I don't want it to be any thought whatsoever. Now is the time to make sure that you're fighting for your life. Now is the time to make sure you're doing that. Because understand that nobody else is going to put forth the fight that you need to put forth in your own entire life. In order for that particular shark, in order for that embryo to come out on top, he or she had to continue fighting. It had to be now. Like, it couldn't be tomorrow. If he said, I'm not going to fight today, he got ate the hell up. Y'all heard me? Excuse my language. I was just saying he got ate up, right? So you got to understand that there's scenarios in your life right now that if you don't fight, it's going to kill your momentum. Wait a minute. There are situations and scenarios in your life right now that if you don't fight, it's going to kill your momentum. Or even worse, kill your spirit. Because see, you said something just a moment ago. You said testimony. Your testimony is there to help somebody else. So if you know that, go ahead and embrace that, lean into that, and know that on the other side of that, you're going to change some lives, man. Let's go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and eat that all up. Take it to the head, right? And keep pushing.
Hey, you know what? So the next thing I want to talk about is this. And when I heard this, I was like, what? They say, let me backtrack for a second, LeVar. I'm going to say this to whoever's watching this. I want you to hear this and to hear this real.
And what's up, Tyson and Takara? What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing?
You've been working on this, whatever this is in your life, for so long. Mm-hmm. And you're trying to figure out why you can't manifest it. Here's a lesson from the sharks. A shark can be pregnant and carry its litter for over 2 years before they birthed it. Imagine that. Imagine having to still be able to go out, hunt, eat, kill, do everything you need to, and still carry a litter And here's the crazy part about it. Let me take you a step deeper and make you really understand what's going on here. You heard me say a few minutes ago, and that's why I said it first. The embryos are fighting. They are killing each other on the inside of something you got to carry around with you for 2 years. Hey, look, I'm trying to help somebody with this.
Come on now. Come on now.
Inside of you still fighting.
Come on now.
While you're trying to birth something else.
Yo, craziness. Uh-oh. I don't know whether we lost you or lost me. Somebody say in the chat, who's lacking? I'm not sure. What's up, Tia? Can you hear me? Well, I tell you this. Like what you just said, what he's speaking about right now, and it'll catch up in a second. But what he's speaking right now is so deep, right? Because of what's going on the inside of you right now. What's going on the inside of you right now? You have the negative, you have the possible, the positive, you have the enemy, you have the angel, you have everything going on in your in you right now that's saying, hey, look, I can do it, I can't do it. There's a fight that's going on right now. There's a fight that's going on right now. You have to make it a point in your life to say, you know what? I'm here to win this fight. I'm here to win this battle. This is facts. If you understand what I just said, I need y'all to say, I understand in the chat, because we here to win. At the end of the day, we here to win. You have to understand the significance of what's saying. There's always going to be something, a battle that's going on inside of you. Sometimes you're going to be in it. Sometimes you're not going, sometimes you're going to feel it. Sometimes you're not going to feel it. Sometimes you're going to want to take over the world. Sometimes you're just going to want to lay in a bed. Sometimes people going to get on your nerves. Sometimes you're going to love on everybody. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got T hadn't come back in. There you go. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either, man. Having some technical difficulty for some reason, but hey, we're back. See, sometimes there's a battle on the inside. Don't know what's fighting on the inside of this computer.
Hey, look, when we start talking about the enemy, y'all, when we start talking about the enemy, it got crazy up here. When you got ready to spill that piece of knowledge, it got crazy up in here. But that's really what it's all about, man. Go ahead and finish your thought, because I'm telling you, what you're getting ready to say is so deep. And I got something else for him in just a moment. But what you're saying is so deep. Go ahead.
So what I was saying is that, you know, outside of the fact that you're carrying this that you've been trying to carry for so long, that you've been trying to birth, there's a battle going on the inside of you. I don't know what that battle is that you are dealing with on the inside of you, but that battle on the inside of you is carrying on for a reason. Because something that's trying to be birthed from you has to survive what's going on the inside of you. There's some things that you might need to get out of your life before you can get it out of your life.
Come on.
I'll say that again for you. There's some things you might need to get out of your life before you can get that out of your life. Before you can birth what you need to birth into this world, there may be some things that you need to learn how to do without. Some stuff that you might need to learn how to start doing.
Yeah.
Some things that you need to be able to do to position yourself in order to be there, present, and ready for it when it comes.
Come on now. Listen, man. Come on. I'm excited about what just happened here, because if we understand the significance of that battle that's always going on inside of us, see, what makes you different is what you do on the other side of that battle. That's what makes you different, y'all. It's not the battle. Everybody going through the battle. What makes you different is what happens on the other side of the battle. Wait a minute. I got you coming in again. Hold on.
Hold on. Having difficulty. There we go.
All right. Listen, we're going to make this thing work. We're going to make this thing work, because watch this. Watch this. Something else that I learned is that when sharks are turned upside down, they go into a trance.
I read that.
When sharks are upside down, They go into a trance. And you know what that made me think about, y'all?
What?
It made me think about the things, the person, places, of things we're allowing to come into our life and flip our goals and dreams upside down. When you stop going after what you know you deserve and you start living a life that's way less than average in what you deserve, you go into a trance. It's like, man, I don't really know what's going on. I'm just here. I'm living an average existence. I know I'm meant for more. You don't know what's going on. But watch this, though. As soon as that shark is flipped back on his stomach, it's no longer in its trance. And it's out there doing shark-like things again. Guys, we got to stop allowing ourselves to be in trances. We got to stop allowing ourselves to go day after day after day after day, not going after what we deserve.
Yeah. Look, my question, LeVar, would be for you, if you're watching this, what have you allowed to flip you over? Mm-hmm. If you're a shark and you know you have shark habits and you do shark-like things and you know who you are, like, I'm a shark out here in this water, I ain't no guppy. What are you allowing to flip you over?
What are you allowing? Is it worth it?
Because we allow things to flip us over sometimes that put us in a trance that should never have been in our life in the first place, but it definitely shouldn't have put us in a trance. Mm-hmm. We've gotten distracted by things that we know better. I was listening to some when people say, I heard a guy say, you knew better. You knew better and you still chose the wrong thing. So who you gonna blame? That's self.
I'm gonna tell you, we got to make sure that the people that are we got to make sure that I'm gonna go back to that because this is important, man. We got to make sure that we have the right. We have to have the right stuff around us, the right people, the right things, the right nuggets and energy. Make sure that we're embedding ourselves with nuggets and knowledge, inspirational books, making sure that we're building on that thing which is inside of us. Because if we don't build on that foundation, when things come, there's no foundation and you'll just blow over because they're going to happen. And we know they're going to happen. But how many books are you reading on a monthly basis, even yearly basis? We know a lot of people are not. How much are you actually digging into personal development to make sure that you're building up that soldier inside of you, building up that generational curse breaker inside of you? What are you doing? Because if you're not doing that, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. If you're looking at barriers and going the other way, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong because you're not learning what you need to learn in order to get on the other side and be able to truly change lives. That means you're not necessarily serious about changing lives, because those of us who really believe that we're here to change lives, then we should understand sacrifice. We should understand sacrifice. That means you're going to have to sacrifice some people that are around you. They can't be around you. You're going to have to sacrifice some things that you love doing. You can't do those things. You're going to have to sacrifice so many different things that you're not going to want to, but the bigger picture is what you're here for. The bigger picture, what you're wanting to do, the lives you wanted to change. May it be people outside of your family or your family in general. I'll tell people like this, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to you for you to close it. I say it like this. You're going to see what I got going on. I don't care whether you're uncomfortable. And the reason why I don't care whether you're uncomfortable is this. If I have to choose between you being uncomfortable and my babies living a life that they deserve, guess what? You're going to be uncomfortable today. I'll pass that on over to you, brother.
So are you a shark? Or are you just swimming in shark-infested water? See, some of us are walking around, swimming around out here in these lakes, and we thinking that we're the biggest shark in the lake. Note to yourself, there's no sharks in the lake. But out here in the ocean, where there's opportunity for everybody, if you're really a shark, you must be a shark. You must carry yourself as a shark. You must swim as a shark, and you cannot get flipped over, because when the trance happens, your destination is put on hold. We challenge each one of you all. who is watching this live, who is watching this pre-recorded, to get out there in the ocean, swim your race. If you stumble and you fall, get back up and continue. Sharks don't stand still. If they stand still, they die. If you stand still, your dreams will die. They will wither away as you stand still. So don't stand still. Chase down, hunt down your dreams. They're out there. And if you're like a shark, you can sense it out there in the water. It's out there for your taking. We challenge you to go out there and get those dreams. Live your best life and continue to grow, grow, grow. I'm T. Hutton, the Motivator. This is my brother LeVar Robinson, and you watched another episode of Grow, Live, Dream. And we appreciate you. Share, like, love, and make sure you subscribe on YouTube. You can now watch us live on YouTube. Have a great day.
Hold on. Make sure y'all go over to growlivedream.com. And I challenge every last one of you guys to put a post up and tell us what are your dreams, what you're going after, and what's your next level. Y'all have yourself a wonderful day. Well, we got another Frozen. Oh, this thing. Okay. I guess y'all probably gonna see us for just a quick second. Y'all give us a moment. I guess it'll unfreeze when it want to and say, hey, look, keep talking. We're going to let this thing unfreeze just in case y'all can still see me. I don't necessarily know what's going on, right? But it's not allowing me to be able to cut it off. But I'm going to tell you guys like this. Right now is the time for you to take your life to the next level. Right now is the time for you to put your life on your back, your dreams on your back, on your shoulders, and move with a certain level of intensity. I'm actually working on a book right now, and this book is going to be so amazing. It's going to change so many lives, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what's getting ready to happen.
LeVar,
say again.
Look, this is what I call ordained extra time. This is OT, baby.
OT, baby.
This is OT. Look, this is how you know when things come back and it's time for you to be out here winning. When the camera went off and it didn't want me to get it out there to him, then it came back live like, hey, look, give him some more word. Look, if you're a shark and you really want to win, go get it. Don't wait on anything else. Go out there and get it. It's time for you to move. Stop waiting on it. Go get it. Life is going to happen. We've been having technical difficulties all day. Go get it. It's part of the thing. It's part of it. LeVar, if you make a movie, they have what they call B-roll. They have outtakes. Outtakes happen when you are trying to make something great.
That's right.
There's going to be some bloopers.
Mm-hmm.
That's your life. You got some bloopers in your life. Don't worry about it. Continue to push forward. Because at the end of the day, when they go back and they make that movie about you, LeVar, they ain't going to see them bloopers. All they going to see is, look how great his life feels. I wish I could be like Mr. Robinson. He started here and he ended here. They ain't going to see none of the in-between. They ain't gonna see it. And that's how it is in real life.
None of the in-between. And the lovely part about that is this. The lovely part about that is this. None of the other stuff even matters. That's why when you start looking at people that gave up, people not even talking about them no more. People not even talking about them no more. They're only talking about the people who persevered through. They're only talking about the people that end up getting first, second, even third place. You're talking about Olympics. Like most of the time, they only talking about the first place person, right?
Fact.
Understand something. Our goal in life is just to continue moving. No matter what happens, you just got to keep moving, right? And it goes back to the very first point about the shark. Keep moving.
Hey, man, look. Hey, you know what this is to me, LeVar?
Yeah.
You remember on that Jay-Z album where like it seemed like it just stopped for a while and then it came back on. It was like everybody listened to the bonus material.
Right.
You got blessed with the bonus material. Appreciate you watching live and staying tuned throughout the technical difficulties.
Right. Well, we appreciate everybody for going through that, man. We absolutely love you guys. We absolutely love you guys. That's why we pour into you the way that we pour into you. We do not get paid for this. This is something that we do from the bottoms of our heart to make sure that we giving back, because at the end of the day, we want as many people as possible to grow, live, dream, y'all. We want as many people as possible to live the life that they deserve. And we're going to go ahead and move this thing on. We appreciate you guys once again. Once again, this is LaVoy Robinson. That's my brother Tia, the Motivator. And we'll holler at y'all soon.